Hey everybody, I just wanted to send out a quick video to you with just some quick reminders. The link for this video is going to be in the email, and I'm also going to write it out in the email so you've got it in a few places there. But just a few things I wanted to touch on really quickly with all of you. Just some important stuff for people, whether you've been here for years and years or just came on board with us in ECM, just some things to be reminded of. So the first one that I want to talk about, and I'm bringing this up partially because it's summer season, and so that I know that you guys are planning family vacations, or you've just got extra stuff going on because the kids are at home with you, or maybe you're a teacher so you're actually off work. Some of you maybe have more time or less time. All of that stuff tends to change a lot for us in the summer, and so one thing I want to remind you guys of is our swapping. So basically what we try to do to help really keep this a little bit easier on our end as far as the scheduling goes is all of you guys have a pretty set schedule. You know, you work first and third, second and fourth, or you work one Sunday a month both services, or whatever it is that you work. You have a pretty good idea. It kind of always stays the same. So what we ask is that if you know that you are going to have to miss one of those services, let's say you work the first Sunday of the month and you're going out of town, you're going to be on vacation, you know this ahead of time, what we ask is that you swap places with someone else. So basically someone else on your team who maybe works the second or the fourth Sunday that you can swap places with. So they can take your Sunday that you'll be out of town, and then you can cover their Sunday that they normally serve. So what we've done is there are 2 places for you to find all of the contact information for everybody on your team, but also just everybody else that serves in ECM as well. Sometimes we may not be able to find somebody to take our place from our specific team. So our teams are infants 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s, right? So you may work in the infants room, but you can't find somebody else in the infants. So it's more than fine to ask somebody that serves in 1s or 2s and see if they'll be willing to swap. Most people are willing to work anywhere. Some, maybe have restrictions, or I just don't do this age group or whatever, but you'll kind of find that out. So the first way, probably in my opinion the easiest way, but it kind of depends on who you are, is all of the swapping information is on PCO, which is Planning Center Online, the app and the program that we use for scheduling. So when you get emails or text messages from Planning Center Online that say, you've been scheduled for such and such date and you accept or decline, that's the program I'm talking about. So I'm going to show you guys this on my phone. But if you have the app on your phone, I think is the easiest way, but you can also do it on a computer. This one right here that looks like a little clipboard, that's the Planning Center app, and it actually just says Services. So when you click on that, it's going to look like this, Planning Center Services. Mine is going to look a little bit different than y'all's will, because I have more permissions because I'm an administrator on the program, but you'll still be able to see a lot of the things I can see. So if you look here, you can see, main service, some different things. We're obviously going to be Tree Kids, right? So you click on Tree Kids, and then within Tree Kids, there's some more options as well. ECM, Faith Factory, Game Room, K1, and Check-In. So all these different areas that, you can serve. So for us, of course, ECM. So you click that, it gives you an option of Sunday morning or Wednesday night. We're just going to say Sunday morning for the sake of today. And then it gives you all the dates that are planned out already. So let's click on, say, May 28th. That's this Sunday coming up. So what you're going to see here, you're going to see at the top order of service. Then you're going to see teams, and that's basically where you can view where you're scheduled, who's scheduled with you, who else is working that day. You can see all of that stuff on this app, which is really great. Then there's times and there's notes. Usually don't put notes in here. I'd like to do that more once we kind of get the hang of using this more as a team. And then attachments, it's going to be your last one at the bottom. Or it says files and then attachments. That's where you're going to find all of these swapping sheets that you can view. So it has 1s team, 2s team, 3s team, 4s and 5s I still have put together because we kind of rotate you guys between rooms, and then infants as well. So let's say you're on the 1s team and you want to swap with somebody. It's going to pull up the swap sheet, and you can turn it so you can view it bigger right here. if you click on the phone number, it gives you the option to call, which is really great. So hopefully I didn't just call somebody. But you can zoom in on this, you can see the names, you can see the phone numbers, and then what's really great, oh, what did I just do? It also will email if you click their email. So let's get back here. It's a little touchy. Okay. But what you can also do is you can see people's schedules. So if you know that you work the first and third Sundays, you're going to miss the first. You probably want to find somebody who works the second or fourth to swap one of those. So this is going to let you know that so-and-so works, the second and fourth Sunday, just second service, or just first service, or whatever that might look like. And then you can touch base with them to find out, hey, could you swap with me, this day for this day or whatever. So that's one way that you can view those on that app. I love that app. Something to look for. It's free. Oh, there's me and Cody. It's free, a free app that you can download, which is really great. Something else that I've done for maybe those of you that don't want to use your phones, or maybe you're just in the classroom the day of and you remember, oh, I'm not going to be here. Who can I find? This might be a little easier than pulling out your phone when you've got kiddos running around. So what we're putting into each room is a folder. It's going to say infants room or room number. So the infants is the only one that I wrote infants. The rest will say room 2, room 3, room 4, or whatever. And basically what we've done is it's swapping sheets and contact info because that's what's in there. And I have just printed these out for you to see. So this is the same thing, just paper form of what you can see on that app. So obviously you can't click on this and call, right? But it tells you all the information. It lists the names, phone numbers, emails, and then when they are scheduled to work. So that will be really helpful to you to find out, okay, who can I get to swap with me? Makes it really easy. And to be just honest, it's a huge, huge blessing to us when you're able to do that. Because it lets us know that we've got it covered instead of just getting a message saying, hey, I'm not going to be there. And so we want to implement this more, and I'm not saying that that's bad if you've done that, but because I appreciate knowing that too, instead of just not showing up, that's even better. So, but we would really love to implement this and have you guys utilize the swapping system so that we know that things are covered. So if you know ahead of time, please contact somebody and swap with them. And another thing you'll find on these, whether you're looking on the paper or on your app, the top people that have, they're italicized and they've got little star things next to their names, those are your team captains. Hopefully you're hearing from them. They should be contacting you guys just kind of sporadically to see how you're doing, to check up on you. Those are the people that you're going to let know. Just shoot them a text or a phone call or an email and let them know, hey, I swapped with so-and-so for these dates. That way they can pass that information along to me. But it's just really helpful so that they're aware as team captains also. If you're having trouble maybe getting hold of people or finding somebody, you can also go to your team captains. They'll help you with that. And of course, if they're having trouble as well, then it would go to me so that we can find somebody to take your spot. So now if it's a really last minute thing, maybe you wake up on Sunday morning and you're just not feeling well, or your kids are sick or something like that, please let me know. I would prefer it over a text message rather than email because I don't always get to my email on Sunday mornings just because it's a little bit crazy. So a text is much better for me. But any way that you can contact me on the very last minute things, that would be like Saturday night, Sunday morning. If it's even like Saturday during the day and you know what, I'm probably not going to make it on Sunday. If you could try to swap before you contact me, that would be great. But if it's after, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on Saturday night, you can go ahead and just let me know. That way people aren't getting messages too late in the evening. When they're probably sleeping, or hopefully I always want to be sleeping then. I usually never am, but I want to. So we don't want to bother people too late. But so I just wanted to remind you guys of that, especially because I know that summer is coming up. So I know you guys are going to be off and all over the place, which is awesome. We want you to do that and take that time. It's just really, really helpful to us if you can find someone to swap with you. So and then again, it's on that app and it's on the papers in the rooms. And if you need me to show you how to find that app or navigate through it, we can do all of that in person if you need that. So, but it's a great way to see it really quick, call them really easily. It's really nice. And then the last thing that I wanted to remind you guys of is just being on time when you come to serve. So this is really important. If you're serving on a Wednesday night, we ask that you be here at 6:30. That way you can have some time to check in, get your little name tag, maybe drop off your kiddos, or well, that kind of depends on what classroom they're going to, but kind of get everything situated. That way you can be in your room at about 6:45 to take the kiddos in. Sundays, if you're serving first service, we actually have prayer and a little meeting at 8:30 at the check-in. So if you could be here for that, that would be great, and then go to your rooms by 8:45. Second service, we ask that you try to be in the room by about 10:40, 10:45. So I would say head over about 10:30 after service. Still gives you a little time to, chat with people, but it's really important. We have kids starting to come into the rooms, and it's hard when, because we have multiple rooms, so I can't take the spot in all the rooms to take the kids. So it's really helpful if y'all are here on time, and I know Wednesdays are really tough. You guys are getting off work, you're trying to get here, and we appreciate that. So if you're running late or you're not going to be there at 6:30, 8:30, or 10:30, if you could just shoot me a text and let me know. That way we can figure out that way we can figure out, how to get the kids checked into the rooms and all of that. So, but you guys are awesome. I'm so thankful for all of you. I'm sorry this video is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I want to make sure you have all the information that you need, especially for swapping. Such a blessing to us. So thank you for doing that. I know some of you have already done it. You've been doing it. Some of you are probably like, what is swapping? I've never heard about this before. But now you know. So we just ask that if you know you can't be there, that you swap with someone and let your captains know. So we're working on getting our captains more involved with you guys. Just as the time goes on, that they're going to be your main point of contact. That way you've always got somebody that you can reach out to, whether it's you won't be there or whatever, or whether it's just that you need prayer or you just want someone to share some good news with. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video, and we will see you soon.